Hi Little Wonders kids! Today we're learning about plants. So Miss Bev is out here. I'm going to be getting my garden ready and show you how you might start a garden at home. So you can start your plants from a seedling that you can buy at the store. It comes in a pot. So we're going to transplant this little seedling into this pot in a minute. You can also start plants from seeds. So I have a package of spinach because I'm going to plant some spinach. My kids love spinach, so we're gonna grow some spinach for our salads. And then we'll take a break and we'll head over to the garden and we'll show you how you can plant a flower from a bulb. So let's start with our seedling. I picked out a geranium. I like geraniums. They have beautiful red flowers and they always remind me of my mom. So I have put some soil in a flower pot. And so that's got all the good stuff the plant's going to need to grow. Now we need to take the plant and put it so that its roots are down in that soil. So you have a pot, and you can just pull it usually right out of the pot. It comes with a little name, so we're going to put that so we remember who it is. And now we have the plant, and you can see it's got lots of little roots in here. What I want to do is just gently kind of pull the soil away from some of those roots, loosen those roots up, let them dangle a little bit so that they're going to be able to spread out in our new pot. And then we're going to take it and just kind of punch a hole down into the soil with our hand so that that plant is going to sit down in there. And it's okay if you make a little bit of a mess. So we're going to get that down in that soil and then take it and just press it down. And then if we need a little bit more soil, I'll just grab a little bit more from my bag here. Just spread it around. All right, I'm gonna give it one more press and now it's ready. So that's gonna grow and be beautiful on my porch all summer long. Now, if you wanna plant something from seeds, you need to usually go to the store and buy a package of seeds. This package says spinach. So it's gonna grow into spinach leaves that we can eat. Just like these. So when it grows up, I can pick them and we'll eat them. But it starts as these tiny little seeds. Aren't those really teeny? So each one of those is going to be a spinach plant. But they need some space to grow. So we're going to give them this long bed. And they don't need to be put in very deep. So you can just take your finger and make a line. About an inch deep. About an inch deep. So then you get to sprinkle them in. And as best you can, give them a little space in between. But you can just dump them too, and that'll work. When they start to sprout, if they're too close together, you can move them around and give them enough space. Not every seed that you plant grows, so you can put extras in there. And as I said, if they get too close together, you can thin them out a little bit. So each one of those hopefully will turn into a spinach plant in a few weeks. So once you have them laying in the soil, then you're just going to take your hand and gently cover them up. Now you're going to love the next part. All plants need soil to grow, but they also need water. So if you have a watering can, it's fun to use a watering can, but you can use just a cup of water too. So we're going to give our geranium a little drink. And we want to make the ground wet but not a puddle. And same thing with our spinach seeds. We're going to give the spinach seeds a nice drink of water so that soil gets moist. And then we're going to make sure for the next few days, especially with the seeds, if it doesn't rain, that we end up giving them a good drink of water each day so that they get all the water they need to sprout. So that's how you start from a seedling and some seeds. So let's go and we'll show you how to grow a plant from a bulb. All right, Little Wonders kids, we're moved on to a different part of the garden. This is our kind of my sunny shady garden, and we're going to take and plant our gladiolus bulb over here, and it'll have lots of flower friends to live with. So a bulb is a baby plant. So this part of the bulb is going to be the stem that's going to come up to make the flower. So what we need to do is make a hole, and it's kind of a deep hole, so I used one of these special bulb diggers to push it in the ground and make a deep hole. So maybe we'll come take a look at that hole and show how deep it is. So it goes in about six inches into the ground, so you got to dig a little bit. And then what you're going to do is take that bulb, pointy side up, and just drop it in there. There it is, look it. It's ready to start to grow. And we need to cover it with the soil. So here we go. We're going to crumble up our soil and just fill that hole back up with the soil we dug out. You can tell I've got a lot of clay in my soil, so it makes big clumps. So there it is. It's all tucked away, and the sun is going to warm it up and the rain is going to give it a drink, and in a few weeks I'll see a plant start to stick its head out, and then hopefully by summertime it's going to have these beautiful different colors of different flowers on there. So maybe you could stop at the garden shop and get yourself some bulbs and start a garden that way. See you later.